T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I pray that he will burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you ready? God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and yes, I woke up. I am awake. I made it. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you guys are doing well on this fabulous, what is it, Thursday? Yeah, I have my coffee today. My cup, it says meh. Meh. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We did it. We made it on time. Third show of the week. That is freaking crazy. That is freaking crazy. I'm back to 3 shows a week. Oh my goodness. It's probably, well, 2 shows, 3 shows, 2 shows, 3 shows. That's how my weeks have to go because I work every other Monday night. But we are here today for Horror Talking Coffee. I actually have my coffee this morning and I am ready to go. I'm ready to go. I hope that you guys are having a great day so far. Mine's just getting started, and we have a little bit to talk about today. And then also, anything that you guys want to talk about in the chat. There are a few things that I do want to talk about, and one of which being the Halloween game that they released a trailer for yesterday. I saw that when I got home last night from work. I checked that out, and I said, well, shit, we're going to have to talk about that on Horror Talking Coffee tomorrow. We're going to have to talk about the Halloween game. I haven't played a game regularly since the Friday the 13th game. Prior to that, when I was younger, I used to play all types of video games. I spent countless hours playing video games. But it's just something I haven't done as much. But you know what? I'm excited about this one. I'm definitely gonna get this one. I did get Texas Chainsaw, that game, but I only played it a few times. I couldn't really get into it like I did Friday the 13th. I don't know if it was the Leatherface Jason type of thing or the layout or anything or how that was, but yeah, I'm excited about this one. And we're gonna watch the trailer today. We are gonna watch the trailer today. Let me say what's up to the people in the chat. Let me see who we got here. I know these shows are smaller because it's a morning, and it's Thursday. Let's see who we got in the chat. I see that Jerry Wilson is in the chat saying, "Good morning, Movies and Beyond Squad." What's up, Jerry? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Thursday. And I mean, you don't really say like happy horror talk and coffee, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But happy Thursday, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. He's also reminding everybody to hit that like button. He's also reminding everybody, let's get it, because that's what we are doing. I see that James is in the chat. The Shape is in the chat, and he's saying, "Where's everybody at?" Hi, Jerry. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, James. There gonna be smaller morning shows. We all get here at the last minute, you know that. But I hope you're having a great Thursday so far, my man. Good to see you here. Derpiest of Derps is in the chat. I haven't seen that name in a minute. What is going on? I hope you're doing well. Saying hello, everyone. It's been a hot minute since I was in the stream. Well, glad to have you back. I'm glad that you're here. Good to see you. Good to see you for sure. Hope you're having a good day so far. Let's see. Who else do we have in the chat? I see that Val from Val's Views is in the chat. The General is in the chat. The General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? Happy Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope that you are doing well. I see that Peter Anthony is in the chat as well. What's up, man? Dude, I need to talk to you, and I forgot the other day. Dude, I'm about to send you a message today when this is over. I hope you're doing well, man. He's saying, "What's up, fam? Love the daytime shows." Man, I'm trying to get them together, brother. I am trying to get them together. I'm a nighttime person, but that's not going to keep me away from you fine people. So here I am. I hope you're having a good day, Peter. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Let's see. Do we have anybody else in the chat? We got Sarah Campbell. Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well, saying, "Hey, friends, what's up, Sarah? I hope you're having a great morning. Happy Thursday. I hope you are doing well, my friend." And Sarah's also hit 18 months as a channel member. God, that's a year and a half. That is a year and a half. Holy shit. Holy shit. I've had channel members for a year and a half. That is crazy. Congratulations, Sarah. And thank you. Thank you for being a channel member here at Movies and Beyond, especially for 18 months. That's freaking amazing. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. All right. I think that I got everybody that is chatting. All right. So, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about today. One of which being the Halloween game. We're definitely watching the trailer for that. I don't care about monetization. It's whatever, right? So we are definitely going to watch that today. We're going to watch that today. And I've also got some Crystal Lake photos that I want to talk. Look, I know you guys are probably getting tired of me talking about Crystal Lake, but I'm sorry. That's who I am. It's Friday the 13th. I haven't had Friday since 2009. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about it. I do apologize. I apologize for nothing. I apologize for nothing. We will talk Crystal Lake until it comes out, and then we'll probably watch it. Look, that's happening. That is freaking happening. But let's go ahead and jump into this Halloween trailer. I do want to do that because I do want to talk about this. And plus, this is only an hour show today because, I got to go to work. So, I can only do an hour. But all right, let's see. Let me bring this up because am I prepared? Well, no, I'm not. I do have it open, but I haven't brought it over or anything. So let's go ahead and share screen. Let's bring this up. And then, as we, just like we're watching horror shorts or anything like that, let me know on sound. Now, this is just a cinematic, right? It's their first advertisement for it. So let's not freak out if there are things that we see that we don't like right away. But I will say this about it, all right? It does have the OG vibe attached to it. And for me, that's exactly what I want. All right. So here we go. Let me know on sound. Halloween, the official announcement trailer. Let's go.
quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa. Calm down. He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
All right. Yes. So let me talk about the good. We're gonna make a good, bad, good sandwich, if you will. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. All right, let's talk about the good, right? That I saw, and I promise I'll get to the comments. The good that I saw in it was, the atmosphere, right? The tone of everything. So the fact that Loomis said that it's been 15 years since I met you, you're immediately taken back to 1978, right? You're immediately taken back to that. Like you could tell by kind of looking around, it's the 70s. You could tell that it's Haddonfield. I think they did a very good job at that. And believe me, trust me. This is an early trailer. They're wanting to get something out there. And my guess, they're wanting to get something. Yes, we're working on the game. We know we haven't announced anything in over a year, but yes, we are working on it. And here's something that we're going to put out for you guys. I feel like that's what they're doing with this, right? But the atmosphere, all of that, the tone, it looked great. Like it felt Halloween, like it felt OG Halloween. As soon as the music hits and it's panning and you get Loomis talking, right? He's talking and he's kind of telling you what's going to be 15 years, going through his whole Loomis spiel. That's the Halloween that I want. You know what I mean? And I know not everybody's the same, and I know everybody has their opinions on Halloween shit. Some people's favorite Halloween is Halloween Resurrection. Do I understand it? No, but it is, right? We're going back to the OG for this one. You saw John Carpenter's name. You got the original music, right? It fucking, I think there's like 3 different, songs that are in there. I don't really know if you call them songs, but 3 different themes that are in there that are from the OG. So they're setting that tone. Yes, we're in the 70s. We're going back to OG Halloween with this baby. Loomis's voice may need some work if I'm really, getting into it. But like I said, this is early and it's a video game, right? It's a video game, so it's not going to be perfect. And at the same time, it's not final either. Right, so I'm not gonna I didn't like the way it's over. Loomis is fun. Yeah, okay, right. I get it. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but they are saying this is a single player game. They're all saying it's a multiplayer game. So immediately in my mind, I'm thinking the Friday the 13th game, right? How they had everything set up, the way that you could either play, as Jason or one of the people, running from Jason, with nobody else, right? Or I'm thinking, along the lines of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, even Friday the 13th, that there's going to be some sort of, objective that you have to do, and that there's other, like, I guess maybe you'll get 5 people in a game. I'm just guessing, just based off of past experience, 4 people running from Michael trying to complete tasks to get away, and then one of the players playing Michael. So, I mean, look, when this game comes out, we're playing it. I'm sorry. Like, it's going down. They said 2026, so it's, Movies and Beyond future. But I don't care what I have going on. How busy I am. We're going to find time to play this game. And there are cool things that we can do with this as well. Like, I'll do some single player shit. I'll do some multiplayer shit on here. And then shit, man. Maybe it'll be a channel member thing. Hey, if you're a channel member, you're going to put your name in a hat and we are going to jump on Movies and Beyond and we're going to play Halloween. That could be fun. See, here I am brainstorming ideas while I'm on a show with you people. I should be doing this by myself. I should be doing this sitting here and not talking about it being a surprise. But you know what? I'm going to share it with you people because you're here for Horror Talk and Coffee, which I forgot I had right here. But yeah, and then good on top of it, I feel like showing Michael at the end with the theme and then panning down to it was done well, right? It was done well. It appealed to OG Halloween fans 100%. That's exactly what they were doing. And I think they nailed it. I got to be honest. I think that they absolutely nailed that. But there are things they can work on. But let's not forget, this is early. So what are you guys thinking? About this so far with the limited information that we have? Because let's face it, the information is limited, but we do have a trailer. So we are moving in that direction. We are moving towards the game. And I hope that they're giving us a little bit of the game. Let's not forget when they talked about the game, they also talked about a TV show. So maybe this is for us to stop freaking out about a TV show we haven't heard about, right? So maybe we'll get something else. Maybe we'll get something else soon. Then now I'm saying maybe. So if we don't be like, well, Michael said we're gonna get something else. No, this is all speculation. Let's not forget, I'm just some asshole with a microphone sitting in Ohio somewhere, right? It's like I know nothing. I have no insider information whatsoever. This is all speculation. All right, let's see what we got here. A Derp piece of Derp saying, hopefully it doesn't end up like the rest of the DVD competition. Man, it's tough, right? Because a majority of the people that are playing these games are horror fans, right? And as great as the horror community is, it's not as big as, say, like the superhero community or like, some of the bigger communities. It's not. So it'll be up to us, right, to keep this game current, to play this game, to keep it going. Like, that's the thing. Like, Friday the 13th went for a while, right? It went way longer, I think, than it should have. But the thing with the Friday the 13th game is it was fun, man. Like, it didn't get too terribly repetitive. Now, there were a lot of repetitive things in it, don't get me wrong, but the thing that Friday the 13th did so well, and I'm sure Texas did this too. I just didn't play it long enough to see it. One of the things that Friday did so well is not only was it a fun game, but it was fun to play with friends, right? So I think that's something they need to do with this. Like, they need to make sure that the community has fun and groups of people can play and have a good time multiple times in a row and not get burnt out on just seeing the same things over and over and over again. So that'll be up to us as horror fans, and it'll be up to them to have a decent game that can be kind of unique and things to keep us interested, for sure. Jerry said it looks killer. It does, man. It does. Okay. It was just a cinematic, right? They're not showing any gameplay at this point. But what it did do was it got me excited about Halloween. All right. Let's be honest. It got me excited about Halloween. It did. And it's like, yeah, I want to play it, based off of my love for Halloween, not seeing any gameplay, but my love for Halloween. The atmosphere, the tone and atmosphere that they set in this trailer, like, you're gonna let me go back to 1978. That's amazing. I want to be there. I want to be in the OG Halloween, and I think they did a great job with that, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure. Sarah said the Loomis voice is a little iffy. Yeah, I mean, iffy would be nice. That'd be a nice way of putting it. I would. You knew it wasn't Loomis off the rip. right? And I'm kind of juggling that on whether, for the simple fact that it's a video game, right? It's Loomis's voice is so distinct. Friday the 13th was lucky enough to, it had Pamela's voice in that, but Pamela's voice is easier to replicate or have a version of than Loomis is. So yeah, they definitely have their work cut out for them to get that voice sounding right. You can tell that at least this is what I'm seeing. I feel like, they used a voice actor. It's not like they used AI to do that. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but hopefully they get it together to where it's at least believable that it's Loomis. Like, I know who they were trying to be, but yeah, they can definitely work on that for sure. James says, "Oh yeah, Michael looks awesome, dude. Michael's gonna look awesome." And the lighting. Did you see the lighting when he came walking out? Let's see if I can bring that back up. That's something that I really. Yes. Hang on one second. I'm gonna mute the sound. I'm already copywritten as shit on this stream, but it's fine. Let me bring this back up. The lighting they did on Michael. That's the bottom part of the sandwich I was talking about. The good, bad, good. Right. So you look at Michael, like you've got the dark, and then you see him coming out. Like, look at the lighting right there. You've got the light on the one side. You've got it's so good. It's so good. We always talk about why the mask looks so good. And, the mask can look like shit under the wrong lighting. It can look like total shit. Even though it's animated, even though it's a video game, they still incorporated the lighting on Michael, that makes him look so good. So when he comes walking out, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Now, you can look at the mask and say, well, this could be different. This could be different. I agree, right? I do. But I think that that's really good representation of Michael, for sure. Like, it screams OG 78 vibes to me. It really does. It really does. Let's see. Derp said it better be coming to PS5. I do believe it is. Do they have a website yet? I mean, if they have a website, we can go look at that. I think they have a website. They should have a website. I'm just going to keep repeating things like that until I figure it out. Let's see. New Halloween game website. Well, there's one called Halloween Game. Let's see if that's it. Oh, it is. It is. Let's see. Of course you do. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And we'll kind of look at this. It's funny. Like, I just typed new Halloween game website to bring it up. All right, here we go. This is the website. It looks like here's PlayStation and Xbox. I'm sure it's going to be PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It does say wish list though, so I don't know what that means. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, they've got all kinds of stuff on here. Okay, so that looks dope. That looks. I'm definitely digging this. It's Halloween night, 1978. The unsuspecting families of the quiet suburban town of Haddonfield are making holiday preparations, and evil has made its way home. See, to me, it's already like that's yes. But the boogeyman is out. Team up in a 1v4 asymmetrical horror showdown on everyone's favorite night of the year. So it's very Friday the 13th. I should have looked at this ahead of time. I would have had more information for you guys. Choose to save the quiet town of Haddonfield from bloodshed as a hero of Haddonfield, or stalk and terrorize the residents as Michael. So here's what I'm thinking too with this game. So yes, you're 1v4. So that's going to be 5 people, just like Friday the 13th. It's going to be great. Like, I think this is going to be fun. At least it'll have at least at first, it's going to be fun, right? Unless it gets super repetitive, but I think that's cool. Let's see what else they got. Oh, they got that image of the shape there. Okay. Follow and subscribe. Of course, you're gonna end up following, subscribing. So if I had to guess, it is gonna be all the platforms. Yeah, that looks sweet. That looks absolutely sweet. All right, let me. I'm sorry, you guys. I am so far back. This is the first time me seeing it, so I'm wanting to freaking look at everything. Derby Sir better be coming. James didn't like Loomis. It's all right, man. It's all right. They'll get it. James said, I got to get a PlayStation 5. Yeah. Derpies is saying they'll probably change voice. I think so, too. That's why I'm not freaking out about it too much. I think they will. Let's see. Melissa's in the chat saying, hi, Michael. All I can't hear at the moment, I'm drying my hair, but woohoo. Hell yeah. What's up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Jerry's saying I gotta have it. Yeah, me too, dude. It's a first day buy for me. Like, it's a first day buy. It's a first day go live and play with you guys. Like, that's happening. Val saying I can't wait to play this. Me too, my friend. Me too. Hell yeah. Sarah saying the score and the coloring really does help with the vibe. It does. It does. See that score? It sets the tone. It sets the tone of 78. It made me feel like I was in Haddonfield. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jerry Wilson says, I believe John Carpenter stands beside this game. Yeah, I think he has something to do with this game. I think that he does something. Like, John Carpenter loves video games. Like, so if you're going to make a Halloween video game, who better to have on board than our man right there, right? Let's see. Derbius Dirt saying, I'm honestly just hoping we get a better playable Michael than DBD gave us. You always want that, right? I honestly think it's going to be along the lines of Friday the 13th in Texas. I do. And if that's the case, like in Friday, Jason had like teleporting powers. He could be in one place and then in the other. I'm thinking Michael's going to have some shit along the lines of that as well, because he'd have to. If you're chasing 4 different people, you're going to have to be able to get to one place to another really quick. So I'm assuming that you're going to be able to do stuff like that for sure. James said it looks like it's going to be a fun game. It does, man. It does. Jerry said looks like it can be played on Steam as well. Yeah, dude, like that's PC that's what I'm going to play it on, is PC. I'm a PC gamer before, any consoles. I think the last console I got was PlayStation 4, and I think that's in a box somewhere in my closet. But I do have one. It might just be a little dusty, for sure. Val said, we'll definitely need to get a group of us together and play this game when it finally comes out. Yeah, for sure. 100%. That's going to not only is that going to happen, it's going to happen often. Like, no, we're jumping in. I get it, Val, for sure. 100%. Derby is saying, I feel like a few of my friends would really have fun with this game. Yeah, I think that it's going to be fun for a lot of people, especially it's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm not doing anything. Fuck, dude, we're getting together. We're playing fucking Halloween tonight. Yeah, I can see it. Make, a few drinks, fucking get on the mic, talk shit with your friends. I already know. It's going to be fun. Let's see. James is saying, I definitely got to get a PS5. I had this new game system I haven't had a new game system since the late 90s. Yeah, James, you should, especially to play Halloween, right, man? You already know, James, you're going to want to play Halloween. I'd love to see James. You play Halloween. If you get one, well, see, I'm going to be playing on PC. I don't know if it's cross-platform or not. So there's still some questions. We'll have to see. It's really old school. The oldest console I remember playing was the PS2. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, that is kind of old. James said the graphics look awesome on this game. Yes, they do look good, but let's remember these are all cinematics, right? We haven't seen any gameplay itself yet. So we'll have to. Well, they have set the tone, right? They have set the tone for the trailer. It does look to be like it's gonna be good, but I want to see some gameplay. I do. I'm gonna play it either way. Let me not sit here and lie to you like, oh, I don't know, I need to see some game. No, fuck it. I'm on reserve my copy now. I'm gonna play it. I'm not lying. James said my last gaming console was Nintendo 64. Well, I mean, you're due for an upgrade. We could look at it like that. Maybe. Due for an upgrade. I mean, I like GoldenEye. That was a shit. You know, that was. Hell yeah, James. You're due. You're due. I see that Michelle is in the chat saying, hey to everybody. What's up, Michelle? I hope you're having a great Thursday. Sarah Campbell's gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much for that, Sarah. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle said I have a little bit of time. Well, that's cool. That's cool. All right. All right. All right. Derby is the Derbs is saying, dang, my grandma had one of those, and I remember playing Duck Hunt all the time. No, that was Nintendo. That was the first Nintendo. The 64. What did you say was a 64? 64 was probably, I was probably like 16 or 17, and I'm 47 when that came out. Let's see. Oh. Derby saying I would pre-order, but I learned my lesson from that Predator Hunting Grounds. Oh shit, I didn't even play that. I didn't even play that. I don't know. I guess it was bad. I guess it was bad. Hello. Val said I'm excited to get to play The Shape. Yeah, me too. I want to play all of them. I want to see what the objectives are to save the town from Haddonfield. Hopefully it's not get Michael to the counter and drop a refrigerator on him and cut him and then put him on a car and drive him through town. Yeah, I would be highly disappointed. Very highly disappointed in that. The Shape is saying, can I be the Shape in this game? Why, yes, you can, sir. Yes, you can. The Shape can be the Shape, 100%. Derby is saying, I just recently started PC gaming, but my laptop can only run Ultra Kill. All right, well, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what the specs are going to be on this game, but I'm sure that it's. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Like I could sit here and speculate, but I don't know. I don't know. Melissa saying, what did I miss coming to with a Halloween game? Yeah, there's a Halloween game coming. It looks like, from what we're seeing, it looks like PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So, yes. Let's see. Jerry's saying if you download Steam on PC, the Halloween game will be on Steam. Right. Yeah, you could, like, if you have a PC, you know, you can go through Steam and you'd probably just pay Steam and then you instantly download the game. Like, you wouldn't have to go anywhere to buy it. Let's see. James saying I'm really in the past got to catch up with you younger ones. Hey, dude, I can't even keep up with the younger ones. Like, the younger ones know shit. They have shit I've never even seen. But catching up from Nintendo 64, yeah, bud. Especially if you want to play Halloween. Michelle said we get all games on Epic and Steam. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Derby Surf says fun game, but times of the hunting grounds were awful. Like 30 minutes for Predator, awful. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Well, yeah, man. So that's definitely one of the things that I want to talk about today was the Halloween game. I mean, this looks like this could be an absolute blast, right? It looks like we can have a lot of fun with this. You can have a lot of fun with this with your friends. I think that it's going to be a good time, and I think it's going to be fun, you know, to play this game on stream, you know, with you guys. I'll throw it up here sometimes, play some Halloween. Especially when if you're a late night person and I get off work, you know, late at night, maybe some nights I'll jump on here and play Halloween. I mean, shit, that sounds so cool. Play Halloween. Yes. All right. So another thing I want to talk about, and then we'll get to the chat and let you guys kind of drive for a little bit. They did throw out some, switching over to Crystal Lake news. They did throw out some new images within the last, I would say probably week and a half. And I am a little late getting them on here, but have been able to do Horror Talking Coffee for a minute. So let me just show you guys a couple of these pictures that they threw out there. One of them comes to us from Screen Rant. They brought them up. Let's see, share. Let's see. Bring this over here. Yes, that's the one. So Screen Rant brought these up. Friday the 13th show reveals iconic location and new behind the scene images. The first one is in Blairstown, New Jersey. We have a sign, right? They're only going to give us a little bit at a time. And they're little things like this. They are in Blairstown. As you know, OG Friday the 13th area. And they have, you know, the town sign there. A town of Crystal Lake, established in 1783. I think that was super cool for Brad Caleb Kane to show on his, was that Instagram or Twitter, whatever the fuck it is, right? I think that was really cool for him to be giving us, you know, a little bit at a time. And something like that, I think is cool. I do. So that sign's looking old. You know, it's looking good. It's in Blairstown too. So that's freaking exciting. He also gave us a shot of a night shoot out on the lake. So I'm digging it. I am digging that shot location. Do I need to blow that up just a little bit? Like, can you guys see that? Is that good? But they are giving us a night shoot out on the lake, and he is giving us the shot of, you know, Crystal Lake. So you can see the dock there. It looks like either it looks like a little bridge, maybe, or maybe it's just a pathway leading up to a boat dock out there. But I think that the lake looks really good. I like that angle. And I mean, shit, man. I mean, that's screaming Camp Crystal Lake to me. So hell yeah. Oh yeah, I can dig that. And he's got one more of the lake itself. And I don't know. I think I like the first one a little better. But this one's cool too, right? I mean, this one is cool. You can see the dock off to the right there just a little bit. You get the lake. You see like I guess that's sea moss, and or it wouldn't be sea. There's shit in the lake, right? So it's not my knowledge of stuff is just like, oh, there's shit in the lake. You know what I mean? I'm sure it has a name of what it is that's out there that's supposed to be there. Well, there's shit in the lake. I don't like it. No, but I do like the first picture better. I do think I do, but you know what? This is still cool too. This is still cool. I like that they're sharing images. And the next images that I want to share got me a little bit excited too. But yeah, like all of this to me, they're setting good tone for everything. So yeah, I guess that's it. And that's an old sign too. So those I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about those, and let me close that out because I can't wait to share these next ones. But as for what Brad Caleb Kane shared with everyone, I think that they are getting that atmosphere. They are getting that tone down. And I do feel like I'm at Camp Crystal Lake for that, you know, little bit that they're showing us at the moment. So fingers crossed, you guys. Like, definitely keeping my fingers crossed. Definitely hoping that this is good. And these next ones, if you haven't seen it, you know, some of you may have seen these already. You're keeping up on your Camp Crystal Lake news. You're you know, bloody disgusting. You know, you're looking at that. You're looking at your screen rants. But these are just the first day that I get to talk to you guys about this stuff. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. All right, let's see what you guys got going on right in the chat here. Patrick's in the chat and he says Crystal Lake gets a bigger Jason. Sweet Revenge. Jason ain't cutting it. You know, it's funny, Patrick, that you say that, because when we watched Sweet Revenge the other night, we looked up the actor and he's like 6'5". He's 6'5", dude. Like, it was the way they were shooting it. Like, that's what made him look. That's what made him look that way. Like, he's big. He's big as shit. But it was the way they were shooting him. And I don't know why they did that. I'm not sure. Derby's Derbs is saying, well, I got to go, y'all. It was fun stopping by again and seeing y'all. I definitely make sure to stop by whenever I can. Everyone have a wonderful day. All right. Hey, it was good to see you too. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. Let's see. Val is saying, oh, that pick is total Friday. Look, yeah, it was. They did a great a job with that. I'm not sure if you were talking about the lake or the sign. Either way, for me, like, I'm digging it. It doesn't take much to make Michael happy. It doesn't take much at all. And they did with those little bit of shots. It's like, you know, I get a little excited. It's like, oh shit, this is still coming. They're still working on it. It's hard for me to believe, because I've been hurt so many times as a Friday fan, that this is actually going to happen. And it looks like it is. It looks like it is. James said it looks creepy. Well, that's what you want. That you want to set that Crystal Lake atmosphere to be Crystal Lakey and creepy, for sure. For sure. James says, I hope they stick with good old slashing. I hope that the story is good the first season. They start slashing like really in the second. for sure. I don't think the first season's going to be a whole lot of slashing, but I think that they're going to get to it. I think patience, let them tell a good story, let us be attached to the characters, and then it'll mean even more when they do start slashing James. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want. Val is saying the first lake picture. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I agree. I love the first lake picture. I do. All right, so these are the last ones I'm going to share, and then I'll let the chat drive. We'll finish up talking to you guys about anything that you guys want to talk about. But what would Friday the 13th be, especially if you're going back to the Pamela era of Friday the 13th? What would that be without Crazy Ralph? Well, guess what, people? Crazy Ralph has been spotted on the set of Crystal Lake. And not only has Crazy Ralph been spotted, his bike has been spotted as well. Looks like we're going to get a younger Crazy Ralph in this. Is he going to be crazy yet? Or is he just going to be Ralph? You know that guy on the bike, Ralph? And something in this happens that makes him, oh shit, that's Crazy Ralph. Right? So these were behind the scenes photos that we're taking. You see over here, Ralph and his bike. You see Ralph and his bike right here talking to Pamela. She's looking really good as Pamela, by the way. Here are, look at all the chairs. They say Mama's Boy on it. That's so good. That's so good. And here you have the screens right here. You can see what they're filming. And Crazy Ralph is there talking to Pamela. And there he is in the background as well. And, you know, you really can't tell too much, but he's definitely a younger Crazy Ralph. So definitely something I want to bring up to show you guys. There are behind the scenes photos, and we are getting Crazy Ralph in this. He will be making an appearance. I wonder how big of a character he is. I wonder if there's some shit that goes down that makes him well, obviously, right? But I wonder if he's not like that prior to whatever happens, and that something happens and he becomes the way that he was, and we get to see that. I would say evolution of the character, but I don't really feel like you evolve into what Crazy Ralph was. More of like character progression. I think that would probably be a better way to put it. But yeah, so that's something I definitely want to share with you guys, was showing you guys that Crazy Ralph is gonna be in Camp Crystal Lake. Well, Crystal Lake. I'm sorry, I keep calling it Camp Crystal Lake because it's always going to be Camp Crystal Lake to me. But let's see. James is saying you gotta have Crazy Ralph. You do. I feel like you do. I feel like he's definitely I wouldn't say a staple, but he's definitely a presence that was in the original Friday the 13th. And I think that he's gonna be I think he's gonna be a decent sized character in this. I wouldn't say he's gonna be one of the mains, but I think we'll see him more than once. For sure. I think he'll be a recurring character. I mean, he'd have to be. I mean, he's got to get all that knowledge to be able to tell people that they're doomed, because that's what he does. Doomed. Val says Crazy Ralph. Yes, Crazy Ralph is in the house for sure. Patrick is saying you got to have Crazy Ralph. You do. You do. If I'm making Friday the 13th, I do. I got to have Crazy Ralph in there. 100%. But this is the part of the show I'm going to talk a little bit more about Crazy Ralph. But if you guys have anything you want to talk about, start throwing it up in the live chat and we will get to it. I've got about 20 minutes left before I've got to get out of here. And I'm devoting this 20 minutes to you guys to talk about any of the subjects you guys want to talk about that we are not hitting currently on this show, or something you want to go a little more in depth in. Let's do it. Now's the time. Now is the time to jump into that. Especially when I got my coffee. Meh. It's here. All right. As far as, just wrapping up with Crazy Ralph. Yeah, that's something that I'm keeping, in Friday the 13th. I'm glad they went that route. The mere fact they're filming in Blairstown, that it's going to give you that Friday the 13th, those OG vibes, those it's going to take you back. And that's what I'm looking for with this. What they're doing is they are going to expand on a story that I feel like hasn't really been given much, right? I mean, you got to really think, and this is just a really quick recap, and I'll get to the chat, I promise. Pamela is a story. Friday the 13th, the OG, you got to remember Pamela was only in what, the last 15 minutes of the movie? You know, she wasn't in the whole freaking movie. So we're exploring something that Friday the 13th hasn't really explored, other than the fact that she was Jason's mother. She got her head cut off by Alice, and Jason can more than likely hear her voice talking to him while he's walking around killing people. Like, they're expanding on it. They're going to give us a little more. And I don't mind that with Friday. You know, Halloween's the one that I don't want to know shit about. Friday, tell me everything. Just don't ruin it, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, don't do too much to where it gets me to the point to where I start feeling different about characters. You know, like, seriously, I can't. I don't want that. Michelle says, I'm here just listening. I got you. I got you. James says, when are they releasing that Halloween game? Well, they said 2026. So I'm assuming it's, let's see. Yeah. Single player multiplayer horror experience coming in 2026. So it's a little ways off. It's a little ways off, but they're giving us a taste now, right? They're giving us a little bit of, hey guys, we're working on this game. Don't forget about it. But we're still here. We're still here. And I like what they gave us. You know, I really do. I'm not like we said that, you know, there's little things they can work on. We have to remember that it's early. And all the things I said before with this, you know, I'm not gonna go too much into it. But yes, yeah, I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Or they're killing it. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I am freaking excited. Mark Reed is in the chat saying hi. What's up, Mark? I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Jerry's also saying, check out Movies and Beyond merch. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for that. He's throwing up the link if you want any Movies and Beyond stuff. You want a shirt, you want a hat, you want a cup. I mean, they got all kinds of shit over there. And a few different designs, too. I'm going to look at, probably within the next couple weeks here, coming up with some newer stuff, too. So put up there as well, along with the stuff. I'm not going to take anything off, but I think that I am going to put a few newer things up there. If there's anything that you would like to see up there, you can, you know, tell me in the live chat, or you can put it on Instagram. Send me a message there too, and I'll definitely look at that as well. But yeah, so I mean, James says plenty of time to get a PS5. Then yeah, I mean, you have time, man. You definitely have time. So hopefully they'll keep us updated with little things, but I really don't feel like it'll be their style. We should get gameplay footage before the game comes out. We usually do. You know, I think that they pick select people, and you know, probably people with huge channels that they'll give a little bit of, you know, like early access to. I don't know if that's something that I'm capable of getting, but I'll look into it. More than likely no. But if I do, if by some miracle that I do, yeah, we're gonna watch it, we're gonna play it. I'll play it on here. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I want to play Halloween. Definitely want to play Halloween. James said, I'm probably going to need one of those kids to show me how to set it up. Yeah, well, so somebody will get you squared away, James. Somebody will get you squared away for sure. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And don't only not just have them set it up for you, show you how to work it too, right? Because it's one thing to get it set up and working. It's the other thing to navigate it, right? So you're going to need a class on navigation of that as well too. So yeah, but I mean, if we don't have anything else that we're gonna jump into today, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot out of here for the day. I've got to get ready for work. It's a work day for Michael. It's the work until 12:30 tonight. So much fun. But I had a blast talking about this stuff with you guys. I like coming on here during the week. I'm going to try to do Horror Talk and Coffee every week. I'm trying. There may be some weeks where I don't make it, but for the most part, I'm going to try to do this every Thursday. Especially, it works out well for me because I do get off earlier on Wednesday nights. I'm usually home by like 12 Wednesday nights. So that gives me a little bit of time to work on a thumbnail and, you know, bring me all this freaking stuff, you know, getting it all set up for you guys today. But I can't wait. Melissa said call in. Yep, not an option. I wish it was, but I cannot. I cannot do that. Val says, try to have a good day at work, Michael. I will do my best. I will do my best. All right. With that being said, I will see you guys Sunday at 8 p.m. And not only will I see you guys Sunday at 8 p.m., I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you